Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies and your second reading of the day. And this one says you are healing. Be a natural beauty, but I read that more as be your authentic self, which is a naturally beautiful. And decide your purpose is joy. I'm using all these four cards as one card, and I'm going to read the back of this one. So I'm going to put these up here. You are healing, being naturally beautiful, and deciding that your purpose in life is joy. Okay? So, your purpose is joy. Your purpose has nothing to do with how you make a living. That is your vocation, mission, or inspired passion, all worthy, but your purpose is much simpler and bigger. Your purpose is joy. It's about discovering, nurturing, celebrating who you truly are, and knowing and loving yourself at the deepest level. And you know, if I just take these up for a second and look at the reading from this morning, you went from being, blocked up to being open. If you see both these cards showing you just how beautiful and open you are, being opened up to joy and life. Even I said that the expectation of others, but this Queen, the Spirit of Wands, is a card of joy and beauty. So you can interpret that wherever way you want, okay? All right, Pisces. So let's see here. I'm going to pick another one from here, I think, for this, because there was so many that came out. There was so many cards that came out for today, which is your building blocks and foundational system. I feel that it's to show just how much work you've done, Pisces. Compassion for all. I think this stems too from what we were looking at yesterday about letting people be who they need to be. You need to be who you are, but you also need to let go of expectation of others. I like the fact that you have like all different animals and all beautiful hearts. It's just saying that I just feel that it's okay to be who you are while letting others do the same, Pisces. We forget sometimes. We want to share in things, and then we want people to be like us, or more like us, or we want to share things with them, and etc. You have all kinds of things that you kind of load up on people. And we forget that we all come here very individual-like to experience all kinds of different things. You can share in an experience, but it's very hard to get a carbon copy of the exact, that perfect match to every single thing. Sometimes it's just important to remember that. And I feel that one is really saying that. While you're doing your work, remember that everybody is at very different levels. And they need to, I don't know, get there on their own, right? I am supported on my path. I trust the wisdom within, and you are worthy. Feeling very much the Temperance card coming in here, but a different kind. It's not quite like this one in this deck, but it's very much about the pitcher of water, the putting into one into the other. And the one you need to put into is realizing that you are worthy. That's why you liberated yourself with those beautiful hands earlier on, right? I am supported on my path. Let's take a look at this one. The road road you are on may feel like the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your personal and spiritual growth. You're being encouraged to see how far you've come. And the four, let's see how far you've come. As soon as I heard those words, it reminds me of the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is the card of celebration, the card of pinpointing, like accomplishments, completion of a successful stage, the reflecting on where you are and where you want to go. So you're being encouraged to see how far you've come, what you have healed, what you have healed, you are healing, and what you have overcome. The universe is also encouraging you to keep things simple. If things become heavy or challenging, ask yourself what you can do to lighten your load. What can you let go? What can you do that will allow you to walk your path in a lighter, more fulfilled and focused way? Your path may feel like a lonely road, but the truth is you are infinitely connected, and it is the path you have chosen. It's important for you to fully own that. Through accepting who you are and what you're here to do, you'll create an energy that will allow others to accept you and support you. You don't need external validation, but you do deserve to feel respected, supported, and encouraged. Let that happen. Very nice. I like the way. And this is the Earth Star. Okay, so that's, these are all chakra related. So the Earth Star is like 6 to 12 feet under your feet. So it's very much about the Earth supporting you as well, right? Supporting your journey. Yeah. It's about taking responsibility for our path and our spiritual progress. So I trust the wisdom within. It's not very far, and it is still very much of the Earth chakra. Knowledge is what we learn. And again, if you look, you see this Hierophant card, which is very much the card of knowledge. Okay? Knowledge comes from study, wisdom comes from within. Listen, there's a voice deep in the core of your being that has the answer to every challenge you face. The word challenge came in again, right? Throughout your life, you have interacted with this voice, followed its guidance, and taken action based on what you've received. When you've ignored it, you found yourself in a space of indecision and insecurity. Think for a moment. Isn't that true? The reason this has come up for you today is because you're receiving divine guidance and you're questioning it. Some part of you still doesn't truly or fully believe that the answer you are hearing is the reality you deserve. It's time to change that. The universe is giving you a loving nudge to make the next move. Through following the prompting from within, you'll gain a deeper sense of satisfaction and purpose. You are in touch with the universe through your inner voice, and it's time to listen up. I like that. And you also have, you are worthy. Okay, Pisces. So, that is a heart chakra. Of course it is, with all that beautiful green in the background. Valuing yourself has everything to do with raising your vibration. It helps you recognize that you are deserving of growth and learning. It reminds you that you're deserving of carving out a pathway to success in whatever you see fit. The universe sees you as worthy because you are an extension of its greatness. Do you see yourself as worthy? Your capacity to create a sense of abundance is based on your capacity to believe how worthy you actually are. Today, you're encouraged to see yourself in a loving way and know you are worthy. You are worthy because abundance is inherent in the universe and you are a facet of that universe. You are worthy because love is who you are. You are worthy because you are dedicated to walking the pathway of truth. You are worthy because authenticity is shining from the core of your being. Let the light of your soul fill up the cup of your being until you are overflowing. And by the way that they have put "you are worthy" so many times, I hope you're getting the message, Pisces. Okay? The authenticity of you. We've been talking a lot about that. Your authentic self. Do you know who that is, Pisces? Can you let me know in the comments if you know who your authentic self is? I would love to hear from you. I would love to know if you have an answer. Even if you don't have a full answer, can you tell me at least one thing that is authentically you? Let's begin that way. Let's look at it in that way. Ooh. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. I love that one. Creator of Earth. There you go. We have the Earth chakras coming in and follow through. Alright, so definitely a push in the right direction. I'll just put this here because, of course, look. Look, we even have the blue and the green. It's all together, isn't it, Pisces? It all connects to each other. Of course it does. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. So we have 51, number 6. Beautiful elephant here. Do you even still have fear, Pisces? Or is it just restraint at this point? Pisces, is your fear an indicator that you're brave enough to challenge the status quo? It's normal to experience fear, especially on the road that we face every day, right? Every successful person on the planet has had moments when they worried that their ideas may not work. Hell, some of them probably had a million ideas that didn't work before they actually did anything. Okay? But they've learned to manage their self-doubt and do it anyway. You ever hear that? Be afraid, but do it anyway. So it's time to tell that fear to move out of the way. Get out of my way. And feel that prosperity that you're courageous enough to go on with. Do your own thing. You see, creation, innovation, all of that, it always exists with a little bit of vulnerability. But you gotta let them live together. And then you have to find the courage to get past it. You'll probably never always have all the answers. But remember that sometimes reality will make it out much worse than it is. Much worse than it needs to be. Sometimes the big, scary thing, it's just as tiny as a field mouse that blocks the elephant's back. Use your great power, your presence, your inspiration, your fierceness, and do it anyway. Find your bravery, go for it. Your dream's worth it. Okay? So we have the creator of Earth. And that is, let's see here. I think that might be in the back, yeah. So, probably you've already heard about earthing, so good thing to do at this point in time. Whenever you get a moment that it gets to be too much, I find just nature in itself is a great healer. It's a great calmer, if you'd like. It really calms you down. It says earth energy is grounded and rooted and is connected to our safety and our stability. It's the material essence of the world. It's comfort and nourishment. How do you feel? How safe do you feel in this world? What could you do to feel more nourished by it? Do you have the possessions you need to survive? Does your safety net include a network of people whom you love? They're asking all these questions that help you feel grounded, especially in that base chakra. I think kind of, lower earth type of. How tethered do you feel to your energy? That's important. Okay. So, it says spend time in nature, doing meditative walks. And if you haven't heard about earthing, you can just write earthing in YouTube and you'll probably find a ton of videos about it. And it's going back to basically having your body touch the earth, touching the ground, being grounded. We have so many things that stop that from happening now, between shoes and soles and everything else, all the material between us and the planet. And it's a basic just reconnecting to the actual ground, right? So you have here follow through. I think that's the 3. Didn't we have the 3 here? Yeah, we did. And it's right here, right? With the 3 of Wands. And that's taking the leap, going that way, right? Doing the thing. And how will you never know if you don't take the first steps? Okay? If you don't take the step, you might just leave a great big masterpiece left unfinished. Okay? A book, a symphony. Something that you started, but didn't just allow it to give birth, like to birth into the world, right? So it's time to revisit, to replenish, and maybe start pushing through or following through what's always been meaning to happen. Okay? Don't let it into a woulda, coulda, shoulda. It's time to follow through. That can include people, projects, promises, ideas, loose ends. Interact with these things again. Okay? And protect the energy around those things. Like, don't let it flop into something awful or sad or negative. When we start something new, we always plant the seeds into that, right? We put all the best energy into it. But then as we go on, we kind of lose steam, right? I heard something there the other day that I was watching. And I think it was, I'm sure it was Tony Robbins. But he said something, he says, what if you treated the end of a relationship like the beginning of a relationship? Wouldn't the energy change? So before you had, I'll use it for a relationship, I'll use it for a project, I'll use it for this. What if you treated that idea that you never gave birth like the beginning of the idea again? Would you give it good energy before you talked yourself out of it, before something happened to steer you away from it? Okay? And it's also important to close down the things that will never happen, that you know won't amount or surmount or get past anything. It's time to kind of close those down so that you have the energy for the things that you do want, that you do want to reinvest or start new even. It's time to reclaim all your energies and put them all in the right place, which is your authentic self, Pisces. which is who you are meant to be. Okay? All right. So, pretty much on a roll this week. I like it. I think you guys know I have a new rocking chair, and I think this is actually working out pretty well. Because every time I start rocking, I feel like I'm getting more stuff that comes in. I feel really tuned in even more. Maybe it's the motion of rocking. Hey, I find something new. So, if I go to a town near you, please make sure I have a rocking chair. If I read you, it's going to be important. All right, my beautiful ones. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support. What else can I talk about? Well, I can talk about the fact that if you're not subscribed and you would like to, this would be a perfect time to do it. Please hit that notification bell to all. Your likes, your comments, your shares are all super important to my channel. I appreciate you doing it. I also have a website in the description box. It's my personal website. And if you sign up there for free, I will notify you through email every time I post a new video. So I always use this as an example. Let's say you go on vacation or you take a break from me, you know. You say, I don't have time for Jane this week. YouTube sometimes will think that you're no longer interested, so they're not going to put you in your feed anymore. They're not going to let you know. And if that happens, then we kind of lose touch from each other. But if you go to my website is my website, and they will send an email when I tell them to. So they'll send you an email and say, hey, Jane just posted. There's a new video from Jane. So you can always be reminded, no matter what life brings you, whenever you want to get back to me, you'll always know where to find me. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings as always. Take good care of yourself, Pisces, and I will see you in tomorrow's reading. Bye for now.